All right. Hello, friends. Welcome to Thursday Night Wellness Hour. My name is Skyla Mann, and I am really happy to be sharing with you tonight about our brilliant brain. So, in classic Skyla style, we are going to do our best tonight to keep things simple, practical, and I'm going to throw in a little fascination too. Okay. I tried to find some interesting tips about one of the coolest parts of our body. So I hope you appreciate that. Our brain is literally the control center of our whole life. It is the CEO of everything that we have going on. And when we can figure out how to support our brain, everything else in our life is going to flow better. Our mood, our memory, our sleep, our digestion, our focus, our decision making ability, our energy, absolutely all of it. Okay. Here's the best news there are some really incredibly simple daily things like lifestyle habits, essential oils, young living supplements, even some neuroplasticity exercises that can be done that will literally strengthen and nourish and protect the most important organ in our body. All right. So I have put the handout in the comments. And if you want to open that up, you can follow along. If you just joined and you can't see that, I'm going to ask that somebody copy and paste that link and paste it again for our newcomers. That would be super helpful. Okay. So let's start out tonight with a very little taste of simple science. Okay. We need to understand how our brain works. Now, you may or may not know that I used to be a first grade teacher. Okay. And try as I might, I can never leave that part of my life completely out. So even in a class about the brain, I'm going to bring in one of my favorites. Okay. Do you remember the Richard Scarry books called Busy Town? Anybody remember those? Where there were just a million little pictures and things going on, and it's kind of like an I Spy book. All right. Well, we're going to learn how the brain works by thinking about Busy Town. All right.
I
So
have that book.
we have the prefrontal cortex. Okay. And the prefrontal cortex is the town planner. That's what helps you stay focused, make decisions, and avoid distractions. We have the hippocampus. You've probably heard that term before. That is your memory library where your experiences are stored. We also have the amygdala. That's the security guard that reacts to emotions and stress. We have neurons. They're the mail carriers that send messages. And then we have the actual messages themselves, and those are called neurotransmitters. So those are things like serotonin, dopamine, and GABA. Okay. So, very simple description on how your brain works. If you need to draw a little busy town to help you remember that, do it. Okay. Now, let's talk about what makes your brain happy. What does your brain absolutely love? It's pretty simple. We've got 6 things on this list. I'm sure there's a lot more, but we're going to focus on these 6. Okay. Your brain loves water because it is made of 75% water. So, mm, morning or night, keep drinking. Okay. Your brain loves healthy fats. Your brain loves oxygen from movement. That's exercise. Okay. It loves sleep. This is so critical. When you sleep, that's when your brain takes out the trash. It's like the resetting time, and it is so important. Okay. Your brain also loves feeling calm and safe. And it also loves minerals and vitamins and essential oil. So, when these needs are met, your brain lights up like a Christmas tree. When those needs are missing, We feel distracted, we feel foggy, emotional, unfocused, and exhausted. So, lifestyle habits that can support our brain health. This is so simple. And what I would like you to think about while I share these is how many classes have we done both on Thursday night wellness hour and on Tuesday night on Table Talk, where we talk about beneficial lifestyle habits for a whole host of different body systems. I want you to think about the overlap here. There's so much repetition that we find out, hey, guess what? Hydration helps everything. Sleep helps everything. Movement, healthy fats, a stress reset. Like all of these things are essential. So, in terms of hydration, if you have brain fog, 90% of the time, it's because you are dehydrated. I want you to remember that. Instead of adding in caffeine to wake you up or adding in, some sort of stimulus, I want you to just think, I got to go drink 3 glasses of water first, and then I'm going to reassess the situation. Okay. Sleep. This is a critical lifestyle step. Your brain literally washes itself clean at night, especially in deep sleep. So don't short yourself. That is a life necessity. Movement. It increases oxygen and boosts your happy chemicals in your body. So we've got to keep that pulsating through our brain. In terms of healthy fats, omega 3s are what keep our neurons flexible and sharp. And then a stress reset. Okay. Um, we've got to evaluate, take inventory of where stress is coming from, where we're feeling it, where we're storing it in our body, and most importantly, how to eliminate it and send it on its way. So, deep breathing exercises, prayer, grounding, guided meditation, journaling, all the essential oils for stress. Your brain loves calm, and it will thank you for taking some extra steps to make sure that it feels safe. Okay. Let's talk about essential oils and the brain. This is really one of my favorite parts. Essential oils are 50 to 70 times more concentrated than herbs. Most of you probably already knew that, but it takes so little of an essential oil. A drop is enough to have a magnificent effect on our brain and really on any part of our body. Essential oils are able to cross the blood-brain barrier. They are aromatic, which means they can reach the brain's emotional center in seconds. Essential oils support neurotransmitter communication. So remember, the neurotransmitters, those are the messages that our neurons are sending throughout our body. And essential oils help protect the neurons themselves and support memory pathways. Now, you might be asking, okay, Skyla, that's great, but what are some of the top essential oils? Frankincense. I want you to write in your notes that it is the king of brain oils. Okay. If you only have one oil to do all the good up here above your shoulders, use Frank. Put it on your face because it'll bless your skin, and put it on your brain stem, and you can just pour some right on the crown of your head. It's amazing. Okay. It crosses the blood-brain barrier. All of those things that I just mentioned, supporting the neurons and the neurotransmitters, it does it all. We have rosemary. That is the oil for memory. You can diffuse it, you can wear it, keep it in your pocket. Just take that bottle out and smell it. It's powerful, okay? Don't forget about cedarwood. Not only does cedarwood help you sleep at night, but it provides oxygen to the brain. So when we want to truly wake up that communication center, put it back here on your brain stem. Your brainstem is that area where there's a divot at the base of your skull. And that's where I love to apply oils because it just draws it right up. Okay. Peppermint, my number one favorite for focus and stimulation. If your brain is starting to get a little sleepy, a little lackadaisical, especially if you're tired of driving, I always put a little peppermint either on my forehead, on my temples, or on the back of my neck. And then I just inhale it, and it truly wakes me up. Brain power. Now, this is a powerful blend. The name truly says it all. I don't really need to tell you anymore, other than it supports your brain. It does everything that frankincense does, but it is in a blend and it is powerful. Clarity. That is another blend that I love to use. Particularly, I always think about clarity at tax time when I have to focus on tedious things like numbers or data or something like that. It's great for studying, it's great for work. But anytime that the details truly matter, clarity is a great oil to diffuse or to apply topically. And then we have vetiver. Vetiver is a very thick resin-like oil. Maybe not my number one favorite aroma, but my goodness, is it powerful. This is great for kids. A lot of kids will wear essential oil diffusing bracelets that are made of leather or maybe lava beads, and you can drip a little vetiver on there. They can smell that throughout the day while they're at school, and it's excellent for grounding and just keeping kids calm and settled. Now, speaking of kids, we also have some oils that are specifically created for kids and their brains. So kids respond even faster because their olfactory system is so fresh and active. So, some great oils for kids include Genius, that's in the Kid Sense line. We also have Kid Power. And then the lavender cedar wood combination, excellent for kids. I use that a lot, diffusing it together at bedtime. And then again, vetiver just for calm and focus is so good. So there's lots of ways that you can use these oils, not only on yourself, but on kids. But you can make rollers, or you can just get the Kid Sense rollers. You can apply them to their spine, to their neck, to their wrists. My grandkids, especially my grandson Everett, who is 2, absolutely loves to have oils put on his feet. And it's a really big deal if he can do it himself. So the rollers, particularly the Kid Sense rollers, are excellent because they're pre-diluted. And I just have him roll it on the bottom, if this was his foot, on the bottoms of the toes and on the arch of the foot. Those are 2 great places for where the oils are absorbed in reflexology, and they'll go right to work. Okay, this is in your handout, but I just want to mention some very powerful custom brain blend recipes. So these are DIY recipes that have either been found in the Essential Oil Desk Reference book or just practical real life experience that I have done over the years. So if you need help with laser focus, okay, rosemary, cedarwood, peppermint, and frankincense. Top it with a carrier oil, okay? All of the quantities are listed in your handout, so I won't go through all of those. There's a Remember Well recipe with frankincense, rosemary, and lemon. Wake the Brain has peppermint, lemon, basil, and energy. You can better believe that little combination will be great. Calm Clarity, lavender, frankincense, and bergamot. And then one of my favorites is the homework helper, specifically for kids, but adults could use it too. Has Genius, cedarwood, lavender, and vetiver. Okay, those are all really, really powerful. Now, let's transition just a little bit into Young Living supplements that are made for a variety of reasons, but they are specifically really powerful to support our brain and our brain health. So, the supplement area, no doubt, is where Young Living truly shines because our supplements are all enhanced and fortified with essential oils. And those supplements are literally food for our brains. Okay. So let's start with our near and dear all-time favorite, Ningxia Red. Okay. This is the must have. So antioxidants protect brain cells. Blood sugar support helps stabilize our focus. Energy keeps us clean and sustained, the whole brain. And immune and overall system support just means that everything is going to work better. So if you do only one thing from all of the suggestions in tonight's class, I would suggest you start drinking Ningxia, or you keep drinking Ningxia, or you double your Ningxia. Okay. No joke. The next supplement that we're going to talk about is MindWise. So, MindWise is excellent for omega 3s. It contains ALCAR, ALCAR, which is an acronym. And I have that here in my notes somewhere, but where did it go? I don't know. I lost it. Um, oh, it's a great big long word. I'll have to tell you about that later if you need to know. MindWise also has CoQ10 and other memory supporting nutrients, and it's a liquid. So if you have loved ones in your life that can't or won't take pills, MindWise, just like Mary Poppins, put it on a spoon, down the hatch. Okay. Green omega 3, plant-based omegas for brain cell flexibility. Super B, I love that supplement. Our neurotransmitters require B vitamins in order to function properly. So if you struggle with mood or motivation or energy, if those three are troublesome for you, start with Super B. Okay. And then Master Formula, that's the one that just came back in stock today. I love Master Formula. I have been taking it for years and years and years, and I can tell a difference when I don't take that one. So, nutrient gaps in our body equal brain gaps. Master Formula helps fill in what our bodies don't get from food so that we do not have the brain gaps. Okay. Multigreens. Did you know that chlorophyll increases oxygen to the brain? So it is amazing for fatigue. I oftentimes will take my multigreens at about 1 in the afternoon when I kind of hit that little afternoon, slump time. Multigreens and Ningxia Red is a phenomenal pick-me-up. Okay. Let's see. Mineral Essence. Had some of that in my Ningxia this afternoon. Has magnesium and trace minerals that support nerve firings. And then another, I will say, kind of an unsung hero, I don't think we talk enough about this one, is longevity. So longevity is an oil-filled capsule that contains frankincense, clove, and thyme. And it is the most incredible cell protection supplement that we've got. So think about healthy cellular function all throughout our body, but especially in our brain. Longevity is amazing. Okay. Now I'm going to share with you to kind of wrap things up here. We have good, better, and best brain bundles. Okay. So if you're just starting out on your Young Living journey, then I want to encourage you to just start small and practical. Okay. So a good daily brain basic ritual would include Ningxia Red, Super B, and green omega 3s. That's an awesome place to start. So jot those three down or they're in the handout. Okay. Now, if you've been on this journey for a little bit and you say, Hey, I'm ready to step it up a notch. The better option, this includes some things for focus and clarity in addition to brain health. So then we're talking about Ningxia Red, MindWise, Super B, Master Formula, and Brain Power. So this is perfect for adults who need sharper memory or more sustained focus. And finally, we have our best. This is for the brilliant brain system. Okay. So we've got Ningxia Red, MindWise, Green Omega 3, Longevity, Mineral Essence, Multi-Greens, Brain Power Essential Oil, and Clarity Essential Oil. So this is what I call the full brain body protection. It has nutrients, it has oils, and it has antioxidants that are all coming together to support your brain. So, in closing, let me remind you gently that your brain is your life. It deserves support and nourishment and protection, and you deserve to feel mentally clear, emotionally grounded, and beautifully energized. If you want help choosing which bundle fits your needs, I want you to connect with the person that invited you here tonight. And I would like to thank each and every one of you for being here because truly your presence matters. And it makes our Thursday night wellness hour a whole lot more fun. So thank you so much.